Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome to today's explainer. Today, we're unpacking something incredibly fascinating, the untold story of ancient Egypt, secrets of the world's greatest civilization. We're going to break down some of the most enduring, mind-boggling mysteries of the ancient world. I mean, think about it. How did they build gigantic pyramids over 4,500 years ago without modern machines? It literally seems impossible, right? But one civilization actually pulled this off. So how'd they do it? And why, after all this time, do their methods still remain a total mystery to us? That is the central question we are unpacking in this explainer today. Now, to truly wrap our heads around the sheer scale of this mystery, we've got to look back, way back, like roughly 3100 BC. That's when these small, scattered villages along the Nile River first united into one powerful kingdom. From that unification, all the way to the construction of the pyramids thousands of years later, and even right up to their enduring legacy today, guys, it is just a massive, awe-inspiring sweep of history. Section 1, the gift of the Nile. Imagine just being totally surrounded by an endless, unforgiving desert. You know, in that extreme kind of environment, the Nile wasn't just a river, it was a literal lifeline. Its annual floods deposited this incredibly rich soil right into the sand. It created this huge geographic anomaly that allowed a massive, centralized civilization to absolutely flourish, where honestly, nothing else could survive. This right here is the foundational geography that made the entire empire possible. Let's move to Section 2, the Age of Pharaohs. Pharaohs were the rulers of ancient Egypt, but their authority was completely unique. They were viewed as both absolute monarchs and living gods. I mean, think about having that kind of power. This immense dual power over both the physical and the spiritual realms is precisely what allowed them to command unimaginably huge labor forces, construct massive temples, and just expand their empire without question. And because of that immense ambition, these leaders really served as the their names and deeds remain absolutely foundational to our understanding of human civilization, even thousands of years later. Moving on to Section 3, the Pyramid Builders. 4,500. These massive structures were built over 4.5 millennia ago. I'll just pause for a second so you can let the sheer age and scale of that achievement sink in. And this brilliantly illustrates the core of our mystery: ancient ingenuity versus a total lack of modern machinery. The Egyptians quarried, moved, and placed millions of incredibly precise stone blocks. And we're talking blocks weighing several tons each, placed with staggering accuracy. They achieved all this without a single crane, no engines, no pulleys. It's wild. It leaves modern engineers still scratching their heads today, trying to reverse engineer their methods. All right, Section 4, daily life in Egypt. You know, while the pharaohs were the ones ordering the monuments, the everyday citizens were the true engine of the empire. This was a highly specialized, really interconnected society. You had an agricultural class of farmers harvesting the vast amounts of wheat and barley required to feed the kingdom. Then you had elite craftsmen creating these beautiful, intricate pieces of jewelry and statues. Merchants drove a complex trade network out across distant foreign lands. And then you had the scribes, who served as the bureaucratic backbone. By utilizing hieroglyphics, they recorded the events and managed the logistics of an empire, basically giving us the very history we are studying today. Which brings us to our final part, Section 5, an enduring legacy. Because, well, every era eventually comes to an end. Over time, internal political struggles and external invasions really began to fracture the kingdom. Eventually, Egypt was absorbed into larger empires, and that brought about the definitive end of the Pharaoh's age. But here's the thing: while their centralized political power vanished, their physical and cultural achievements absolutely did not. So the crucial point is this: curiosity, innovation, and determination can create wonders that survive for thousands of years. The source material leaves us with this profound takeaway that human ingenuity leaves an eternal mark. Even today, their monuments and writings continue to amaze millions of us. Which leads us to a really provocative question to end on. What modern wonder will survive for the next 4,500 years? Think about it. Ancient Egypt may belong to the past, but its legacy continues to challenge and inspire us every single day. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really hope it sparks your curiosity to keep exploring the history all around us.